Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and excellent humans near and far, everybody from left to right, be like, fuck yeah! Because we're back. I'm Sean Plott.
I'm Bill Grainer.
And I'm Sean Bouchard.
Welcome back to Mostly Walking, the greatest show on the internet where we have been Bill-less for many moons. In fact, Bill was sick, and then dead, and then at GDC for months, and then I couldn't do last week, and then you got locked out of where you do the show, so you had to break into a complete stranger's house, which is where you are right now, Bill.
This is the reason that I'm fiddling with shit right now is because I literally just plugged in my setup. Mm-hmm. This is the new studio, apparently. This is my room, and what I did not calculate for, but I think you benefit from this, is that you can just, it's a wide angle of my entire room. You just get to see everything. You can see my bed. You can see my pillows. You can see... I did close the closet door a little bit. Otherwise, you could see my giraffe. Partially.
But you've left it open exactly the right amount that in like 45 minutes when we've all stopped paying attention, somebody with a knife could come out of the closet right up behind you. And all of chat would be like, Bill, look behind you.
And I'll be like, Bill, you chose the color yellow for your dresser. That's so festive. And then and you die. And I'd be like, look, there it is. It's yellow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that is a thing that can happen. I will say this. The yellow dresser I've had since Los Angeles. Since I first moved to California, I've had that yellow dresser.
I'm pretty sure I remember the yellow dresser.
I remember it used to be white.
What?
I don't know. I thought it was so funny. But I said it, and like the left side of my brain high-fived the right side of my brain. It was like so pleased with this joke. Wow, that was incredible. Well, I mean, we got to do a few items of business before we get into the show proper, where we will be playing the remaster of Full Throttle. Oh my God, yes. However, first thing that we need to do is we need to catch you up, Bill, on Police Quest 3 and Police Quest 4 and what that experience was like.
All the Police Quests.
Yeah, we played through 2 Police Quest games. Oh, we're going to do that in a little bit.
I was gone for like a week, right?
It was 2 weeks, and then I was gone once, so like we haven't seen you in a month. So you've been sorely missed. Your wit, your puns, and of course your hairdo.
Police Quest has sort of unspooled over the course of that entire time. It's like it's been 21 days of Police Quest.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been incredible. But I mean, I just gotta ask, Bill, how's the last month been for you? What you been up to?
Fucking hell, man. Okay, so I got like, you know how they talk about the flu? Like you can get the flu.
They do talk about that, yeah.
I got the flu. Like, I got actual full-blown... I was,
It's so bad this year. I felt so bad when you said you got it.
Dude, I was out of work for 2 weeks. Just, like... And then, for the third week of it, I was working again, but I was working from home. Because... Like, let me put it this way. It was, like, the kind of illness where it lasts so long that you end up developing, like, new habits. You get like a different sleep schedule. You get your like old person retirement like habits going on. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna watch my morning program, and then I'm gonna like take a nap, and then I'll play some Zelda, and then I'm gonna have some toast, and then I go to bed. Holy shit! Yeah.
That actually sounds amazing. Like, can I get in on that somehow?
Here's what I realized.
Are you sure the flu isn't spelled SABBATICAL, which spells sabbatical? I chose a long word. I chose a long,
like Shabbat or something. It's. Are you sure it doesn't spell day of rest, Bill?
Yeah.
No, it was very interesting because then when I got well again, because it's like, oh well, shit, I feel sick, I want to get better. And when I got better again, I was like, oh, I forgot that like real life is stressful. It's like I have things I have to do now. So part of me does wonder if maybe my body decided it needed an administrative leave.
Yeah, I think that alongside universal income, they should introduce a sort of universal flu shot that actually gives you the flu for 2 weeks. So that you can be sick. Right?
You know,
That
I'm
seems like
pretty sure. I mean, California's getting there with our live water drinkers and stuff. You know, are you familiar with living water or live water?
I'm familiar with raw water.
Please,
Oh, is that
please
what it
share,
is?
Please.
Yeah.
It's people who have decided that water that's been treated or filtered for diseases is no longer live enough. It's no longer vivacious enough, and so this new movement is you drink only water that could have microbes in it.
Oh yeah, like opaque water.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to see the particulate matter and feel it sort of tumbling around in my esophagus when I'm drinking.
Yeah, pure water is too
that
pure for us now.
I mean, more importantly, it's the matter that you can't feel or see that's really of interest to me, because that's where you get amoebic dysentery.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Giardia.
Yeah, no, I sort of have a similar philosophy in that once a year I try to be attacked by a lion because I don't feel prey enough. You know, I need to be more preyful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
get back to your roots.
Your roots.
Roots.
It's that's the original paleo diet, getting eaten by a lion.
He's off a lot of weight.
Yeah, why did that go, man?
A lot of weight.
Well, I just got to say, Bill, it's great to have you back. I'm thrilled that in your new area you're adjusting your camera so you don't look so blue. The dresser's probably white again with the rebalancing you've been doing. That's great to see. Dude, we got to tell you about Police Quest 3 and 4 because it was so anticlimactic in so many ways. Well, Police Quest 4 was, and then Police Quest 3 was purely climactic. So Police Quest 4 we were really concerned about because we started to get some messages on Twitter that were like, guys, I don't know if you know this, but like its treatment of certain minorities in Los Angeles it's going to offend a good amount of people. And I mean, I think you got to be aware of this. And I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, like, you know, there's the, like, Grandpa said something that's culturally inappropriate at Thanksgiving, and everyone sort of rolls their eyes at Grandpa. But then there's, like, what if it was 2 hours of racism? You know, there's just, like, consecutive appalling, and we're sitting here just broadcasting it. So we were like, oh my gosh, we had to make, like, this disclaimer. We had to have a backup plan. We prepared, and you know, of course, the guy Daryl F. Gates he invented SWAT and was just dishonorably removed from. He invented SWAT because he believed that the police force needed force. You know,
more force,
and that there were enemies, and the enemies were minorities, and the good guys were rich whites, and you know that he got like removed as the police commissioner for all this heinous shit, and then he was put in charge.
Not a great guy.
Yeah, no, he's sort of an anti-man. And so we were like playing this game. We're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like really bad. Oh my gosh, and we sit down, we go to play this game, and it is the most boring game I have ever played.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I am still leaving the door open for like it could get incredibly offensive. But we didn't get to that part. It was just real bad.
Is that good?
It was offensive. Bad. It was offensive to the sensibilities of game designers.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Like, we had to like get forms and go through our Rolodex and like find the correct forms and follow police procedure. And if we like left the crime scene, it would be like, no, get back there. You have to make sure you get your kit. And of course, it has all the usual game design nonsense of point-and-click adventure games where it's like you have to open the trunk and then you have to pick up the kit and then you have to open the kit and take the gloves out of the kit and then use the gloves on yourself to put them on and then touch the body and then take the gloves off and then write it down in a notepad. And the music was so loud we could hardly hear the dialogue. And there's this like
amazing.
There's a scene of
it was mixed so bad.
Yeah, like our partner got murdered. That's how it started. And I mean, like right when the scene opened, right there's like some poorly animated like African American and Mexican people in the foreground, and then there's only white cops, and they're talking about how like problematic the city and the crime is. And Sean and I are kind of, oh fuck me, this is gonna start right here from the beginning. Oh my god, no, just literal police procedures the entire time. And then we have to go to the wife's house and let her know that her husband was murdered. And while we're trying to talk to the husband about while we're trying to talk to the wife about the murdered husband, there's this music that's like bam bam bam.
Oh, wait a minute. So I was like deeply in a fever dream, but I did sign in to the chat for part of that. For about
saw you briefly.
15 minutes.
I don't remember what part it was.
And yes, it was during the blues rock guitar solo telling your wife or whatever about that was incredible. Just that it
was amazing.
And then Sean said the wrong thing and she got like really offended and kicked us out. And we got kicked out of the house and turned around and knocked on the door again. She was like, sorry about that.
And you were just like, hi, can I talk to you?
It's amazing.
Oh god, and it was like the dead body was literally like a photograph of a dead man. But rasterized, like pixelated.
Brutal.
It was brutal, and like it literally had him dead, and there was like pixely nipple hair and stuff, and he's like all pale, and we're like, oh my god, we open the dumpster, and there's a dead child in there, and it's like gruesome and violent. It's just like pixelated dead kid, and we're like, fuck. And it was just appallingly boring. It was offensively boring. I would say it was like watching paint dry in slow motion, but watching things in slow motion is cool, right? It's like watching paint dry at regular speed. It was so bad. And so we were like, okay, well, let's play Police Quest 3. And, again, we're just stuck in, like, procedure, but almost to an extreme.
It's a driving simulator.
Yeah, like, you keep doing police things. And, like, when you go to, like, drive...
Who would have guessed, right?
If you don't stop at the stop sign, your just car crashes and you lose the game. And then it, like, has a close-up of this police officer who has got his leg up on the car, so his crotch is, like, front and center. And he's like, you should know to abide by the stop signs. How are other people going to obey the law if you're not obeying the law? And we're like, oh my god. And so like we literally just did cop things. Like there was a deranged man by a picnic. So we had to drive there and we had to again abide by traffic laws as we drove there. And we get there and we basically trick him into attacking us. And we fucking beat him with the knife stick. And then we search him, we find a knife, and we just bring him to jail. And then we got fined because we didn't check our gun in when we brought the guy to jail. It's like literally police procedure.
Wow.
Right? We got fined points. Like our score went down.
Yeah.
You can't get those back, can you? I mean,
well, you can reload. This is where save scumming was born, right? We gotta undeduct. So it sort of culminated in us starting to do some routine traffic stops.
What? Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Bill?
Yeah.
Have you ever been pulled over?
Yeah.
When the police officer pulled you over and got out of their car and came to your car, to your driver's side window, to talk to you, is there anything strange about how they did that? Like, would you describe how they did that? That movement?
I don't remember anything about it. So
is it possible that they got out of their car and turned in the opposite direction of you and walked to the back of their car and then walked around their car and then walked towards your car and around the front of your car and then came to your window? Or is that the stupidest thing you've ever heard?
That's not something that is a thing.
That's not something that anybody has ever done in the history of the world.
But the thing is that I think you'll remember that when the cop exited his driver's side door and then walked straight to your driver's side door, before he was able to get there, he was immediately hit by a car. You'll recall.
Plowed over.
Yeah. And then when the second cop got there and did the same thing, you'll recall that second police officer was also immediately hit by a car. So this really brings us to the story of Police Quest 3, where there's someone who's speeding. We had to like drive behind them and turn on our police lights by hitting the police lights button, causing them to pull over. And then we had to save right then and there. Because again, if you lose, it just only lets you reload at your last save. There's no checkpoints in this game. No, none of that. So, like, we walk to his driver's side, we get hit by a car. We have to walk behind his car around the passenger side to the front to then get him. And then we can walk straight back to our car, which is fine because we're looking at traffic. We have to get him, we have to look up information about it on the system and print out a ticket. And if you put any of the information incorrectly, like the license plate, the vehicle number, his name, any of that, the ticket's wrong and you don't get any points. And so we finally figure out how to do the ticket, and I walk back to the car, and I'm immediately hit by a car because I didn't go all the way around again. I mean, it probably took 30 minutes to give this man a ticket.
That's incredible. That's good. That sounds like it's a well-paced experience right there.
There was no story, there was no through line. It's not like there's a murder going on, and you have to maybe do some side quests. It's like literally menial police tasks to menial police task.
He was just some horny dude, I'm pretty sure.
So,
yeah,
right?
It was a horny man who was speeding because he had to get some.
Yeah.
Really?
I believe that's what his words were, I think.
Yeah.
What?
He had like a girl across town or something.
Mm-hmm.
A girl across town? That's weird. That's weird. Who says that? Who says that?
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was very weird.
Weirder than blowing your nose in a washcloth.
So good. Oh my god, it's the same color as the dresser. That's really nice. That washcloth used to be white. So I think that this brings us now to the game that we're playing today, which is Full Throttle, which has got to be one of the more famous of the point-and-click adventure games.
I know. I'm a little worried about playing a famous game.
This is the opposite of Police Quest, right?
Yeah, no, this is where criminals and game design was applied. I mean, it's like, I think it's recreationally fun on this show to be like, oh my god, that puzzle was so ridiculous, blah. But then when you're like in Police Quest 4 and you literally don't know what to do or why anything is happening and you're just wandering around in this empty world and then suddenly weird things happen, like there's a reporter and you have to like push the reporter and that's the only solution. Like, what? Why? What? Makes you really appreciate it.
That was weird. Yeah. Yeah, we were required to beat up a reporter. It was pretty good.
You were required to what?
Beat up a reporter.
Physically assault.
Oh, is that in the handbook?
It was a gating puzzle.
Where is the subtitles? Great, there it is. This is the only thing that we need to do. Alright, by the way, I love this menu screen.
I like those sound effects on the buttons.
Alright, so we're going to hop into the game. Before we do,
I also
guys,
really like this art style. Like, I super dig this art style, and I'm curious, like, how related it is to the original art style of the game. Does anybody know? Did anybody ever play this game?
It's one of the few I didn't, because this was a game, for any of you who don't know. It's another game by LucasArts. Tim Schafer worked on this one, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I realized I wrote that, and then I'm doubtful that that's true, because I'm worried that I'm lying to everyone right now, but whatever.
You might just be lying to everybody.
This was one of the classic LucasArts adventure games that was, released alongside Sam & Max Hit the Road, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, Day of the Tentacle, The Dig. I'm 99% certain this is a Tim Schafer game. So this was sort of during the golden era of point-and-click adventure games, and of course it's going to have all the trappings of point-and-click adventure games of ridiculous logic and through lines and goals that are missing and all that good sort of stuff, but if I hit F1, it goes to regular graphics, I think. We'll see if it happens.
I was looking at the unremastered graphics just now to see if I could comment on that at all. And this one looks like it's a good candidate for remastering because it makes it look cartoony. Like the original. Yeah, the original graphics just look like a low res, like they wish they were vector graphics. Basically.
Yeah. I like this art style a lot. You don't see this enough. This is one of my favorite mobile games is Rebuild 3. I've been talking a lot about recently. Is like this kind of art style. It's I've enjoyed this art style a lot.
I think of Marine.
And guys, let me know how the audio is
sensation
as well.
I had before I blacked out. The thick smell of asphalt. And the first thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike. Free. No strings attached. I should have known then that things are never that simple.
Like a...
Yeah. When I think of Marine, I think of two things. Asphalt and trouble.
Asphalt.
Rip Burger, you're dumber than dirt.
Mr. Corley, if you'd only listen to my plan, my vision.
I know your plan, Rip Burger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
Oh, sir, that's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die.
You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how and killer instincts that I respect.
Why, thank you, sir.
But this latest idea of yours, riding up to our shareholders' meeting with a gang of bikers? Who do you think you're fooling?
The shareholders, sir. It's good PR to be seen hobnobbing with real Corley Motors customers.
What do you know about our customers, Adrian?
Hobnobbing.
You've never even been on a bike.
Well, you know I'd be on one right now, sir, if it weren't for my destabilizing inner ear condition.
Is that going to be a plot point later on?
Ah, your ears are fine. It's what's between them that scares me.
All right, it's us. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, the 3D!
Now there goes some boys I can ride with. Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
This is so much better than Police Quest. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh,
Mark
what?
Hamill.
Really?
Love that Mark Hamill.
Peter's Sable.
That's your inventory.
Yeah, it looks like a sick inventory. That's an inventory I can ride with.
Yeah, exactly.
The gun jackets.
Dude, apparently Ritburger is Mark Hamill.
Facebook suggested that I friend somebody, and it said that their name was Tess Tickles.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, you should friend him.
A lot of people worked on this.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so enamored by this introduction. This is fantastic. Yeah, look at all these testers.
Sean, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah, I got that too. You cut out there. It's like you got body slammed by some sort of algorithm.
Yeah, if there's continuous sound, it'll make me cut out. Am I still cutting out?
Good.
No,
now
you're better.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben. You know, Ben, we're broke.
Yeah.
And if some cash doesn't come our way soon, we're in big trouble.
Relax. I have a feeling something's coming our way. Something big.
You better stay out here, Rip. This place is bikers only.
Wait.
All right. Who's the guy that drove over my car?
Possibly be taking so long.
Wait, did that? No, that was a cut.
Corley got
Yeah, I
himself
guess that
in
was
trouble.
a cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
maybe
this
they took
guy?
the old guy out back and worked him over with a 2x4.
Is that
An appealing
that
notion,
Brain?
but improbable. More likely he's boring them to death with some tale of the glory days.
But Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
Not back then, it wasn't.
So who do you ride with these days?
He rides with me. Although I'm sure he'd much rather be riding with your little club.
Oh no, the bad man!
I told you to wait out in the limo, Ripburger.
I thought you might like some help with your sales pitch, sir.
Sales pitch?
Yes. We have come here today to offer you and your men employment.
He's got the
Mr.
longest
Corley
mid
requires
face.
I know,
of
that's
it.
amazing.
Corley Motors
All of the
shareholders
art
meeting.
direction in this game is
Does this
just
look like an
fantastic.
escort service to you?
You would be well compensated for your time, of course.
Not interested.
It's fairly obvious that you could use the money.
Listen, I said we're not for rent.
Wow.
The polecats are not goons for hire.
Not even if it were Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Ripburger, that does it. I'm gonna...
Hold on there, Malcolm. If you don't mind, I'd like to step outside with Mr. Ripburger for a little chat.
Excellent idea.
Excellent, yes.
Is there a game part of this game at some point?
No.
I hope not. This is
And the
fantastic. I'm
doctor
enjoying
says
myself.
he only has a few months to live.
That's bad news for all of us. He's not just a nice guy. He's also the last motorcycle maker in the country.
Holy
What
shit.
happens to Corley Motors if he dies?
What?
Don't worry. I have a plan. And if you come to the shareholders meeting with us, you'll find out what it is.
No dice, Ripburger. The polecats are not thugs for rent. If you want to buy muscle, you should go find the Rottweilers.
The old man says it's the polecats or nothing.
Then I guess it'll have to be nothing.
And that's your last word?
That's it.
Well, I'd like to make you just one final offer.
Oh!
Damn.
Bolus, take this coat and go get his motorcycle. We'll have to tie up this little 200-pound loose end. It will need to look like an accident.
That stuffed shirt actually thinks I'll leave him in control of Corley Motors when I go. Boy, is he in for a surprise.
Oh.
Hey, where's Ben going?
Your colleague has decided to accept our generous offer after all. As a matter of fact, he's gone on ahead to scout out the route.
He did?
Well then, let's roll 'em, boys. Yahoo! Corville, here we come.
Uh-oh.
All the
Oh,
cores
no.
done in Corville.
Do we have to foil this evil motorcycle plot? Oh my god, dude.
We sure as fuck do.
Now, honestly, this should
Oh god, there's
completely-
bike steering.
This should completely ruin my suspension of disbelief. They went from storytelling to an instruction sheet. But oh my god, I'm so hyped. Alright, escape is open menu. Period, skip the dialogue. Great. A is commentary. F1, switch render mode.
Commentary.
Shift is the object highlight. Yes!
Yeah!
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes!
That is good.
Oh my god, look at this. Backspace is skip cutscene and skip bike fight if we're on the bike. Because, okay, so
Jesus.
one of the things I know about this game is that, you know, it has primarily point-and-click adventure game sequence type things. I think it's actually Scum VM style, where it's like push, pull, open, close, talk to, look at,
That's
that
what
sort
it
of
looks
thing.
like, yeah.
But it also has these bike fight sequences. You know, kind of
Holy
like
shit.
a little mini game. And I think that as part of the remaster, they just let you skip them. We're not doing that. All right, left and right.
Yeah, obviously not.
Enter is left click. Tab or right click is open inventory. Examine inventory item. Change equipment on bike. Attack on bike. All right, so we move the mouse around, and okay, yes, this is looking very mouseable. Oh my god! All right,
Wow.
Okay, cool.
all right. So I'm gonna click.
Whoa!
What?
Oh,
Whoa!
all right, nice. That's pretty nice.
Rad. That was awesome.
Oh my god! Oh, it's one of these interfaces. Okay, have you ever seen interfaces like this?
Yeah.
It's a physical version of talk to, look at, pick up, or I guess kick is another one of our options.
Is it kick or walk to? I think it's walk to. No, it's fucking
Both.
kick.
Take that.
No.
All right, I'm gonna start looking at shit. Let's learn who we are.
They're empty.
Can
I'm
you
not putting my lips on that.
Do you have to go through the interface every time?
I think so.
I've woken up and worse.
What if I actually right-click?
I don't have anything.
That UI is fucking beautiful, though.
I don't have anything.
I mean, just artistically, it's gorgeous.
I don't have anything.
Oh, I see. Right-click is open up inventory, so if I right-click, it says...
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna go this way, man. Alright, I'm gonna go into the kickstand. No, just... That's a good name for a bar.
Open up.
I'm also gonna adjust the volume a little bit here. We're gonna go to... I really like that menu. Alright,
yeah,
okay,
no, this is very good.
I'm just gonna look at shit as usual.
Kickstand.
Alright, whatever, I'm getting on this bicycle.
Motor bicycle.
You don't have any keys.
Some joker took my keys. I don't like that.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on a key hunt. Let's do it. Let's look for the keys. Let's go. We're going out into the road. Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Why... So,
That's where I came from.
So they just needed you to, like, not be there so that they could tell the rest of your gang that...
because I think they stole our jacket?
Oh, yeah, so that way they can impersonate us. So all the other bikers will follow.
We still have a jacket, though.
Well, okay, but true bikers wear layers of jackets.
The double jacket.
The double jacket, exactly.
Multi-jacket. She knows it's a multi-jacket. That's my joke for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. That's really...
Okay. No, very good. Very good.
They're empty. I've woken up and worse.
Can we go in the bar and be like, what the fuck, guys?
Empty boxes. He really should flatten these so they can be recycled.
I love this voice acting so much. Okay, so we gotta find keys. I don't even have an inventory. Let me kick the door in.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Yes.
Great.
Wow.
I fixed your door. It was sticky.
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Alright, so if I hit shift... Oh my... Oh!
Stuff!
I don't have anything.
That looks like cheating.
Ah, booze. I'm not putting my lips on that. Looks like you're out of customers.
Yeah, your gang took off with those well-dressed gentlemen. So what'll it be, Mac?
Where'd everybody head off to?
What am I, the cruise director? Maybe they're up on the Lido deck.
I think you're in on this whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it?
Dude, the quality is so much higher than Police Quest. I'm tickled. I'm tickled all the colors, man. More than tickled pink.
Yeah. Tickled all the colors.
I'm tickled all the colors of the rainbow is how tickled I am. Like, anytime the lead character says something, I'm like, fuck yes. You know who I didn't have that reaction to? Whoever the hell we were in The Dig.
The Dig.
Boston
Low. Yeah, Low with a O-W-E, I think.
Yep.
Good old Boston Low. All right, so if I hit F1,
Boston.
Oh my god, this is the original.
Which,
wow.
I mean, it's pretty true to.
It really is. The new one just looks better.
Yeah.
And
even,
wider.
Look at the art on the piano change. It's like hardly anything.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm gonna keep
what do you have?
I want to know who knocked me out.
Maybe you just passed out. You should learn to handle your liquor.
Oh, this dude.
Apropos says, you leave The Dig out of this. You recommended me that game, and I love it. Dude, I love all the games we play on this show. You think I can't have fun prodding at these things when I'm like, oh, God, I love old point-and-click adventure games. However, when it comes to The Dig, oh my gosh, be careful. You need to make sure you don't fail. My God, you did it. You've done it. Like that ending was like...
I don't know if I told you guys this, but the dig was the main thing that my fiance and I talked about on our first date.
Wow.
Oh
what?
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did she watch the show, or was that just...
I mean, she played the game when she was younger.
Ah.
And so, like, we were in the middle of it, or we had just finished it, maybe.
What I want to know is how she became your fiance before you even went on a first date.
I know, it was weird.
Is it weird to ask out your fiance for the first time?
It's like it's a tachyon thing. So it wasn't.
Tachyon.
Yeah.
I will be engaged to you in many months. Have you played the dig? I'm hoping that's how you opened up that date. And she was like, very well. I found it mediocre, yet charming. All right, I'm going to do the adventure game maneuver and go top to bottom on the dialogue options.
I'm looking for my keys.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
Oh, shit!
Wow,
Don't
that's
mess around with me.
All right. I got your keys, but I don't know nothing. They had guns. They told me to stall you as long as possible.
Why?
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing.
Oh, they're going to try to stage a murder.
Man, here are your keys, all right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, someone did say something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
They didn't do too good of a job there. But why ambush the polecats? I'd better get moving.
All right, we better not.
They're
look.
They're not going to ambush the polecats. They're going to ambush us, right?
Oh, this is our inventory.
I don't know. Why do they have to kill us?
Awesome. Loose end.
Nice.
He called us a loose end.
Man, I wish they had a jukebox.
Why are we a loose end?
Well,
Play.
Holy shit, that's awesome. The impression that I got, Bill,
What's this?
was
It's a
that
big
they
blobby
stole.
gray shape. I was taking an art class.
They stole our jacket and our motorcycle in order to impersonate us. Weirdly, we still have both the jacket and the motorcycle, so I'm actually not sure what happened.
Yeah, that's the
That's
weird
one
part.
big fish.
Yep.
You just try to
I'm
look
not putting my lips on that. This your pit bull?
Nah, that's my baby picture.
It's
The
good.
monitor doesn't have any control.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
I don't want to mess up my blade.
The monitor
This
doesn't
monitor
have
has
any
rent
controls.
control.
Yeah, the signal was piped in from Kickstand National Headquarters.
There's so much shit to look at.
The monitor doesn't have any controls.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I gotta shift out here. Well, I don't think that's very much. All right, whatever. All right, so if I right-click on this, it opens the inventory. Oh, we click, pull out, and then drop it in there. Boom, got it.
Nice.
When I'm on the road, I'm indestructible.
That's
No one can stop me.
It makes me
definitely,
feel cool, huh?
when you say
But
all
they
of those
tried.
things at the beginning of a story, everything's going to go well.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
this looks like bike combat.
Ain't you the A#1 polecat honcho?
Oh my god. Okay, I've watched Akira. I know what to do.
Yeah, and you're in my way.
Okay.
Well, get used to it, bud. When the rock wheelers hit the road, we own it.
Rock
Look, I'm
wheeler.
serious. Someone's ambushing the polecats.
Someone's ambushing the polecats? Oh, heavens! Whatever will we do?
That does it.
Come on, kitty! Let's get down!
I can't tell if we're going forward or backwards.
Holy shit! This is what bike combat looks like?
Yeah, this is what a... Oh! He died. You killed him. He's dead.
Yeah! I'm so happy.
Wild.
I could have skipped that bike combat, but instead I left-clicked him to death.
I'd like to make you just something about making it look like an accident. Something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
I have a plan. I'm glad they did this, because I was confused, man.
Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Something about an ambush up the road.
I have a plan.
Wow.
What the fuck is happening?
Previously on the game you're playing.
Man, this is gruesome. My editor better print these in color. Now I have to get you some help, I suppose. Ah, quit moaning. I know someone around here who can fix anything.
What are you?
I'm a mechanic, and apparently a pretty good doctor as well.
It's Maureen.
My name's Maureen.
My name's Ben. Why did you hit me over the head, Maureen?
You were in an accident. A reporter found you and brought you and your bike here.
My bike? What have you done with my bike?
My
Brought
bike!
it back from the dead.
My
Sort of
bike!
like what I did with you. I need a little help getting it finished, though.
All right, let's ask her who she is, but gravelly. What'd you say?
So this happened very, very quickly. We fought a dude on another motorcycle. We killed him, and then we got into an accident, but it wasn't an ambush, right? This is what I'm.
Here's
my understanding of the narrative.
You sure they didn't just
like we were
loosen our
worried
wheel?
about an ambush, but then we just crashed, and we were not ambushed, but we did crash.
So basically, well, okay. So here's my understanding. The story thus far of the 15 minutes of gameplay we have endured. There's some evil plot with Long Middle Face. Long Middle Face man, Mr. Ritberger. We don't know what it is yet, but he's up to something. And so we know that what he did was loosen the front wheel of our bike to make us get into an accident so that we could be removed for some reason. But we don't really know necessarily if the gang was ambushed. Why? Maybe we were just told that to make us drive our motorcycle really fast so that we would crash because it was all
because they sabotaged the bike.
But we don't know yet. I mean, it could be that because I assumed that, like all evil villains, he was just telling us the truth. The gang was totally going to be ambushed, but now we know we can't trust Mr. Rip Burglar. But yeah, no, Mr.
Rip Burglar.
Dude, okay, like there are some times when there's just great villain names. Like Rip Burger is really good.
Yeah,
and
that
I remember, there's this book I read as a kid called The Wolves of Willoughby Chase, where the evil woman, the evil headmaster, her name is Mrs. Slycarp. Which is
Slycarp!
Yeah.
Yeah!
What a name, Mrs. Slycarp. Because there's not a lot of fish that works with. You can't be like Mrs. Sly Halibut.
Yeah, no, that's not as good.
Mrs. Dank Salmon.
Yeah, she would be in a different profession altogether.
Oof.
Oh God! But like, I gotta say, hey, who are you?
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
Do you have a last name?
I prefer not to use it. What about you?
Same deal.
Then it's Ben and Mo forever, I guess.
Oh.
This an authorized Corley Service Center?
Now, you could call this a Corley Service Center, but I don't have the official paperwork.
Ah, an illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley
Oh,
operation.
got a match made in heaven.
I know, look at your knee.
I grew up working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every bolt until it shined. But he took off one day and he never came back. So I switched to toasters.
Damn.
You live in this town.
You live in this town?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town.
Melonweed.
What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust or they leave.
Why is it sinking?
With me.
Not a people person?
I'm just better with toasters, that's all. You seem more concerned with me than your bike.
Oh! Alright, we're gonna go top to bottom.
How's it look?
It looks better than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone stole my welding torch. Can you believe that?
Forks, welding torch?
I can't finish without one. And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel, and I don't have any.
Fuel, flame, and forks. We need these 3 Fs.
How's it look?
3 items.
Basically, what you got here is a unicycle. We need new forks, a welding torch, and some gas.
Or we could have a pretty dope-ass unicycle.
Hey, that's right. Like, why be so judgmental about unicycles? There's a whole lot of people that ride those around for no real reason other than to walk at walking speed, but like elevated and on a wheel instead.
Yeah.
Man. At Harvey Mudd, unicycles were like really big, and they would do this like annual donut run where they would unicycle 15 miles to a donut store and then eat donuts there and then like unicycle back. And like it's like a multi-step process where first you have to like ride on a unicycle, which is hard to do. And once you've achieved that, then you have to unicycle to a place, and that's you have
to actually. Well, I mean, we found out in Police Quest 3, right? Like it's hard to get to places.
Yeah, like going from A to B, like Jesus, sit at A like a real American would.
Exactly.
And
that's right.
Oh my God! All right, I gotta get out of this town fast.
I gotta get out of this town.
I gotta get out of
Trouble
this
with
place.
the law?
Not in this county.
Then what's the hurry?
My gang's in trouble.
Polecats?
How'd you know that?
Big emblem on the back of your jacket.
They're headed for an ambush, so I gotta catch them.
We better get this bad boy back on the road then, huh?
Oh my God! It's just that listening to well-written dialogue is so boring to me.
Oh, I don't have any money to pay you with.
Hey, this one's free. I haven't touched anything besides a toaster for so long. Getting my hands on your hog has really been a pleasure.
They're doing it on purpose.
Don't sweat it.
Ha ha ha.
That's on purpose. That's on purpose.
Was that intentional, you think?
Oh yeah, I love when one refers to my penis as a hog. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
Sean, where are you getting that? That was not explicitly stated. Come
Word
on.
of advice, ladies. Start calling him hogs and the boys will come running. Finally, she speaks to me in my heart. I've always wanted it that way. Alright, where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
Where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
Revenge of the Prodigious Yam.
Right.
Where's the gas? How am I supposed to find your torch?
I'll do where's the gas?
Well, there's a whole tower full of it at the edge of town.
Gas
this
towers.
Crazy irrational intuition that tells me maybe it's worth checking out.
Alright, Mo, come on. You just told me.
How am I supposed to find your torch?
I don't know. Set up a dragnet. Still can't believe someone would steal my torch. Who around here would do a thing like that?
A-holes.
Alright.
There must be somebody around here.
I'm nearly certain
somebody once told me your torch is guacamole.
Just not broken into little pieces. You could start by asking Todd in the trailer across the way.
I bet he took the torch.
I hate talking to Todd in the trailer across the way.
Good.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Let me know if you need any aspirin or anything.
Whoa!
God, I love that feature so much.
This hose smells like gas. Wish
Is
this
there
gas
gas
can
in
was
it?
full.
Oh.
Alright, what if I just use this?
A gas can won't help here.
We're looking around.
Who's this?
Oh, that's me and my Uncle Pete. He took care of me after Dad split at this place he called the Mink Ranch. When he died, he left it to me.
You're a mink farmer?
Nah, that place went belly up long before he died. But I still go back there whenever I need to get away for a while.
What happens if I try to use my...
Mo.
Oh, it just talks to her.
Yeah, Ben?
Ooh!
Ooh!
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Let me know if you need anything.
All right, let me look at her.
She's got her hands all over my bike.
Jealous?
I wish
They're
she'd
doing
have it
that
all
on
over my
purpose.
hog.
She's really steaming up my yam.
Oh, good. You're not dead yet. I might still get a quote.
You'll get a quote.
I heard you saved my life.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't trying to. I was just looking for some nice roadside disaster photos, and you helped.
This girl sounds like Marlon Brando. I was just looking for some roadside photos. I can't quite do Marlon Brando. I can definitely do Droopy the dog, is what I'm learning.
No, definitely. I'm curious, Sean, what are your references for Marlon Brando?
Literally only The Godfather.
Okay, all right.
That's it. I don't know.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. Listen, that's the main one.
He pat himself upward. I'm a gangster. This is the best that I can do. I'm literally delivering.
Here, this is
100%.
me. I'll do you doing Marlon Brando.
Very good.
I'm a gangster.
There it is. There it is. I mean, like, the resemblance, I could hardly tell that I was looking at a webcam and not a mirror. Like, that was so good.
I can do a pretty good Marlon Brando, actually.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I had the sharpest tool in the shed.
How is that not? That's the exact voice that I was doing, except it was a little more Droopy the dog.
With the fingers and a thumb in the shape of an L on a forehead.
See. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good. Let's listen to Marlon Brando.
I can only do Smash Mouth, though.
Yeah.
You can only do Smash Mouth Brando.
Yeah,
Brando. Hey, you're a Brando. So hit the game on. Let's go play.
Who'd want a picture of me bleeding?
It's not the blood. It's the
Do
way
you
you
any
were,
other
all
songs?
twisted up like a pretzel.
Listen. Hey, by the way, how's the volume level between me and the Sean and the Bill? Because I changed that. Changed those levels.
Listen, I've got to stop an ambush.
Should be good.
Ambush? Really? Where?
I don't know exactly.
Wait, yeah.
My crew is escorting some VIPs to the Corley Motors shareholders meeting, and there's an ambush waiting for them somewhere up the road.
Go for an ambush right now.
God, dude, I need to take an ambush. I am so tired.
It's the Thursdays.
This is hard for me.
It's the case of the Thursdays.
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in the car? I've got to stop this ambush.
You're right. We have to get to the ambush, all right. But I'm afraid I'm without wheels at the moment.
How did you get us here?
Hitched.
Well, I'd better be going.
All right, drive safe now.
Yeah, drive safely. Yes, if I hit the shift, I'll do it. You know, this is gonna get more and more droopy and drippy like.
No, it's
what?
You know what? I'm gonna investigate this mailbox.
I still like creepy Gabriel Knight droopy dog.
You know what, Grace?
It's empty.
I don't really remember this. I just have always.
It was just his fucking drawl and his hitting on his secretary, and it was just like
he did have a fucking drawl.
When you come to work, it's a really good time for me.
Yeah, here's the best part of my day.
You know,
oh, she must be evil because she just drove away.
Oh, damn!
Thanks for the lift. Now I got a quote for you.
Wait, what happened?
She lied to it.
She lied. She lied. Okay, so she was like, dude, no, I hitched a ride here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here is... Okay, so it looks like we have 3 places we can go. Here's the tower that has the fuel. This is Todd. who is in the trailer across the way, who runs the junkyard, which appears to be right there. And probably, I bet you Todd stole the torch.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah,
God. Look at you. You don't even need wheels. You can just go.
Yeah, no, very fast.
Very fast.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Either someone's doing some welding down there, or we're talking about some very subcode wiring.
I like that it's
wacky,
not
wacky.
Quite funny. It's just a little pleasant, right? It's because like I don't know if you guys ever played the new Sam & Max games.
Smells like burning metal down there.
I've only played the new ones.
Like the old one is, oh my god, Sam & Max Hit the Road is amazing. But like the first Sam & Max season 1 that Telltale did, is amazing and hilarious. But like you can only do it in bursts because every single look, talk to, manipulate is a quip.
Yeah,
like
no, it's a very quippy game. I enjoy that though.
No.
Oh shit, it worked. I guess it stopped for a second.
Wait, what worked?
I kicked this and it made that it made this turn off. See, I really love this. Like this is so cleanly designed. Where like
Yeah.
See, it turns off.
Yeah.
It kind of means that there's something to that, huh?
You could try kicking it twice in a row. Like it looks like
dump up.
When you kick it, somebody like stops to listen.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Give it a short.
Apparently, this guy has a dog.
All right, I'm gonna fist it.
No thanks. This sandbox. No thanks. This sandbox has been taken over by a big dog.
His voice is so good.
Big dog.
Big dog.
Oh, here he goes.
Who's out there? Hey! I'm trying to do my art in here, buddy. I don't got time to waste on bums like you.
Fuck yes.
Everybody's a New Yorker in the middle of the desert.
This view defines true beauty.
Alright, let me just use my hand.
I think he's had enough. This view defines true beauty.
I gotta look at his wall.
His decor has a strong carnival coin toss flavor to it.
Alright, I'm gonna open this. Alright, let me step out of the way so I can look at what's there.
Well, yeah, what is even in there?
Looks like a beer.
It's either dog food or this guy's dinner.
Alright, we got something. Alright, it's a piece of meat. Great. And we got a gas canister. Great. So let me... Oh, shit, I just walked there.
Nice. Right. Torch!
Better hustle this back to Mo.
Getting it.
Better hustle this back to Mo.
Oh my god, it just takes us back. That's so great.
Oh, you hustled it back to Mo.
How'd you get it?
Oh, it was just lying around.
A pair of forks, little gas, and we're set.
Holy shit, that was the most straightforward thing I've ever done in an adventure game.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. But things that, like, I didn't get to look at anything else in there. So part of me wants to, like, go back. Alright, so we need a fork, and it's probably in here.
Heavy looking.
Heavy looking.
Jesus. Open up, Todd.
Fuck yes.
Open up, Todd.
Open up, Todd.
Right, open up, Todd. Alright, I'm pulling.
Awesome.
Oh, and now I need something to tie it to. Alright.
Oh, I see.
Oh my god, I'm hovering! Woo! Oh, damn. Oh, I like that hover. Look at this. Look at this is so glorious. No pixel hunting needed. We shift once, and then it glows. That's so glorious. I mean, the thing is that, like, I'm always so torn about this from, like, a design perspective, because there's something really amazing about text adventure games where you type what you hope is possible, and you just start to see possibilities happen. right? It's like there's this wonderful sense of discovery, and when you got to the graphical adventure games, it was the hovering and like trying to use this object on that weird little set of pixels, and then something would happen. It would feel so good, and a little of that gets lost when I do this, and I'm like, oh, it's these three things. Everything else doesn't matter. Makes me
I disagree. I mean, I at least partially disagree, and I think that like you're right that this does lose something potentially, but in text adventure games where you're starting off, like I think you're starting from a flawed premise. I think that like the really good text adventure games are designed so that there are moments where there's like exploration of possibility, but that's not the whole game. Because if that was the whole game, like those games are terrible. Yeah, like most of the game, you know exactly what you can do. You have a very limited vocabulary, and it's standard, and like you get used to it, and that's what you do. And then occasionally, like there's something more. And I think the same is true in point-and-click adventure games. Like most of the time, you're working with this very constrained sort of vocabulary, and it makes sense to expose it. Pixel hunting, especially when it's, I don't know. Pixel hunting is never the fun part of the game for me.
I mean, I think it's less the pixel hunting aspect and more like I go to that screen, tap shift, and it's just like, these two are it. And I go, oh, okay, and then I just leave the scene. It certainly lets me play through the game faster, but I mean, I'm always thinking about this given how many, how there's just, like in the past 10 years, I feel like especially with mobile, there's been this leaning in the game industry to simplify, smooth out, remove crazy, interesting, nutty possibilities, partly because it's so easy that creates shit gameplay. But there's like some magical moments that I feel like are fewer and farther between.
Yeah, things are very... things are very smooth and railroaded right now. Whenever I play a game, I'm like, I'm being railroaded right now. This game is railroading me.
I think that there's... I think there are still magical moments in games. They just have a lot more intentionality behind them. Yeah. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
I feel like it shouldn't be a bad thing. I just feel like getting on a high horse about an emotional experience I have with other games and projecting it onto this game.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that's probably what that feels right. It feels right. I feel like it is projection. And I think Bill.
I'll get on your high horse.
Bill is.
I'm just playing around, man. Yeah. I'm just dicking around over here.
The top of this fence is electrified. No.
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Tough looking padlock. I couldn't break that lock. Don't think so.
I gotta get more bleach going on.
Alright, so is this the same way as down? Okay, so... Oh, what's
I don't walk. I don't walk.
Okay, that's the edge of town.
I don't walk.
Okay, well, this is really nice to know that there's only 3. I mean, okay, I mean, basically, I feel like the ultimate example of what I like in terms of the holy cow breaking moments is like Mario games, like traditional 2D Mario, where there's all the stuff that you can just normally interact with, but there's that fun moment of like ducking on a pipe and, oh, this one actually goes somewhere. Where the hell am I? It's like that moment of slight disorientation, but still 95% of it is go to the right. Just go right, man.
Right.
But every once in a while, you gotta stop and duck on a pipe,
Yeah.
So, do you ever think about Mario? He probably, when he poops, he probably just goes into a pipe.
He goes somewhere completely different. So apparently there was a thing over here.
No. I mean, he probably just poops into a pipe.
Right, yeah, he just like finds a pipe.
Oh.
Because there's lots of pipes around.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, here's a great example of how the shift is really helpful. I did not even see that this was a thing that could be opened, and there's a lockpick that was on the inside of that.
Shit.
Holy shit!
Look at that funnel dog. Look at that funnel dog.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't collect art, and I also don't collect whatever that is. I had a dog with a funnel on its head when I was a kid. I don't collect art, and I also don't collect whatever that is.
What's this? Is this a safe?
I nominate that as least offensive of show.
What's this? Is this a bunch of...
That would make a good mailbox post. I'd rather just get out of here. Not a bad version, really.
Alright, I'm getting out. We got the lockpick. We're gonna lockpick the thing.
Was that... Are you doing the thing with the kid from the memes?
Oh, no, I'm just doing Marlon Brando again.
Got it.
If I wanted to do the kid from the memes, I'd be like, fun, 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 fun. Unless you don't know that, in which case I sound crazy.
Look at that shading. My God.
My God, man.
Look at your nighttime shading, man.
I feel like I want to pick this up. Yeah, I got a lock now. Alright. Hit that shift. Look at that. Does something happen if I walk over here?
Throttle!
Do I have to hide back there for whatever reason? Alright, I'm gonna hand it to my ladder self. Oh my God, you know what we haven't even done yet? We haven't saved.
Slave it. Oh, you're saving on the television.
Gas tower!
Gas tower.
No, that's
a gas tower.
Get to the gas tower.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm smart.
That's probably not good.
I glanced over at chat and saw so many, like, save symbols, and I was like,
Ryan,
I'm
where
gonna
are
save.
you? Hey, I don't see anybody. Maybe nobody's there. But who set off the alarm, Floyd? Maybe someone...
Come on, Floyd!
You must have missed that last guy. Well, if you could hold this thing still while I'm shooting, I'm going down for a closer look.
That's an amazing vehicle.
Yeah, that is pretty
Dude, it's Akira all over again.
I don't see nobody. He must have run away.
Nah, we would have seen him running from the air. He must be hiding up in the tower.
We got him treed.
Let's go up and get him.
It's a Zergling, Lester.
Can you steal their car?
That's
yeah. Get the chair.
Get to the chopper. All right.
I think he gets shot
without wheels.
Oh, wow.
You know,
is that like a?
I don't trust anything without wheels.
Huh?
Is that like like a class thing in this world?
It's an ethos.
Yeah.
I don't
it
trust
feels
anything
very
without wheels.
sort of populist in a way.
I guess so. It's hard to tell.
It's a lockpick.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're gonna find a theme where the oppressive, creepy people all have vehicles that don't have wheels.
Touch anything without
that
wheels.
hover.
I guess I go up the ladder.
Don't think so.
What?
No, I don't think so, Sean.
I don't think so.
Can you siphon gas out of their hover car?
I think you'd have to pirate a siphon filter first.
A gas can won't help here.
Which is a
deep cut.
You know,
deep cut.
You know, I have an
Wow.
idea. I think we needed to get the hose from the lady.
I can't believe I just made that reference.
Yeah,
Sean.
that's pretty good.
What
You wanna
reference
tell
did you
the
make? I
story
missed
behind
it.
that? I said
Not
you'd have
really.
to pirate. I said you'd have to pirate a siphon filter, which was a reference to the first year that we were at USC when somebody got in trouble for downloading the game Siphon Filter
For
illegally on the
siphon filter,
Like
on the
a
network.
really like a not very good or well known PS2 game.
Wow.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't take the hose. Okay. Oh my god.
Just didn't take the hose.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing that's really nice is that there's very few interactables in this game. And when you said maybe you can siphon, I was like, a gas can would help here. And I was like, you know what goes well with a gas can? A hose. Ah. Yeah, man. Peanut butter and jelly.
It's peanut butter
bananas.
jelly time. Peanut butter jelly.
A hose won't help here.
God damn it! Can you put it on the gas can?
A hose won't help here.
You're wrong.
Oh, there's the gas cap.
I'd say that's where the gas goes.
You've got your hands on your hog.
Okay, I just didn't see that this was this thing. Okay, now there's your pixel hunting right there. Because I didn't see there's a gas cap there, and it was no problem. Oh yeah, then I have my mouth on it.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that down there in the yard?
It's him. Get him.
Where?
Get him!
Over there. Quick, you go around the other side and we'll have him cornered.
Where'd he go? Let's call it quits, huh, boss?
No, let's call in reinforcements.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is pod racing.
That's cool.
Oh, good. You get this from the gas tower?
Not exactly.
Just a pair of new forks and we're on the road.
Alright, and we already know what to do here, man. We lock. We use the lock on the rope. Use the lock, on the rope. Yeah. Using the lock on the rope. Whoa, you can double click and fast travel, man. Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, let's pull this chain. And then let's hover.
Huh, it's not something I want to lock.
What?
Oh, that's incredible.
That's not something I want to lock.
It is something you want to lock.
This is something.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh. We lock the door, and then when we pull on the rope, we can climb up it.
Oh.
You're gonna climb up it?
Oh. That's so smart.
Oh my god, I play adventure games.
Thinking outside the goddamn box. I don't climb.
Junk.
You got your fucking 00 agent vision. Well, that was a lot farther down than I thought.
Yeah.
Ooh, fire damage. Forget about it. Just the kind of forks I need. Right on top.
Are these wheeled cars? Oh shit!
It's the. That's so good.
Down.
I got dog meat.
Tempered mongrel.
You have dog meat?
Yeah, I have a hunk of meat that was in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, good job, good call.
Dog jumps in car, eats meat, jumps out, kills me.
Trap him.
Alright.
Trap him.
We must fashion a rudimentary trap.
Trap him in the car?
Oh. Damn it. Making some progress.
He chases you all the way out. Oh shit.
Down.
Alright.
It's funny that when games are any good at all, we just tear through them at this point.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
it's like...
I mean...
No, thank you.
Listen, just like calm down. Lower your expectations. Game is very, very good now. By the time we get to Act 3, it's going to be very, very bad.
Yep.
No. This is going to be the best adventure game we've ever played on this show. Ever.
Junk.
Junk. Are these wheeled cars? I can't tell.
Oh, shit. I see. Alright, so if I hit backspace, it just teleports me. Okay, so...
Guys, I managed to get a screen cap of his face.
Okay, that's exactly what I was doing as well.
It is?
Alright, so we need to climb up, and there's got to be a way to... Okay, so if you saw, there were the controls at the front.
Doop.
I think we need... Okay, so when you enter in here, there's, like, controls at the foreground. See, like, right here? But I think I need to throw this meat
Here, Poochie Pooch.
in there first.
Here, Poochie Pooch. Yeah, now he's in the car. Okay, now foreground controls. Or maybe just run away? I don't know. That is my favorite thing.
Wait, what?
In a video game.
Did we lose?
There's probably more meat back in the... You gotta go get more meat, maybe. Oh no, he's still in the car. Can you just leave?
How do I manipulate that?
Wait, what's going on? I can tell you. I can tell you what you gotta do.
In the foreground, there's these controls. And I don't
Yeah,
know how
you
to get
need
to
to
them.
control the controls. That's what I was trying to tell you. You need to lose the ball.
What? You know, oh, I'm gonna go back here and hit shift.
Yeah, there's no controls. It's just so... Okay, so maybe from this side? What about on the left? What's that thing, that sort of tower thing on the left? The light.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Here you go, Sean. I'm gonna throw something at you on
yeah, that's very
chat.
Good. Very, very good.
Whoa.
What? Alright, so I can't go down.
Can you just stay? No.
Your footsteps definitely sound like you're digging in Minecraft.
Yeah, you're getting pretty far by now.
Alright, so we can't just grab the forks, which I was hoping was a solution.
Yeah, that's weird. If you try to grab the forks, the dog gets you? What the hell?
I want to see something.
I think what's happening is that the dog, there's meat in the car, so the dog's in the car eating the meat. But if he notices you, he will come out of the car and chase you away.
Let's see what this face looks like.
Can you kick it? Kick the...
It's really
I mean, exactly
good.
the same. No, it's fucking great.
Alright, so I don't see anywhere we can walk, but maybe there's a way over here that we like have not seen or something. I mean, we gotta get up here somehow. Right? I think that's it, right?
You just walk to the foreground? Do you have to leave and then go around the building somehow and then go back in the building?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, that's all foreground element.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that was not clear.
That's dirty. That's fine. I mean, like, the fact that the things were, like, right there. I don't know where we are.
What's happening? Oh, you just fucking do it. Just doing it. Okay. Alright, sweet. Now up. Up real high.
Jesus.
Wait.
All right.
You need to drop another car on top of it?
That's what I assume, right? We gotta
Are you
crush the
just gonna
dog.
murder a dog? Are you murdering a dog right now?
I thought we were just gonna like.
I'm not. I mean, I'm certainly not gonna do that.
Hang the dog up.
This dog will be between two cars. If there's anything I
Well,
have to say about it.
This is the first time we've very slowly murdered a dog in this show. We are used to.
Oh, that's not right. Let me go ahead and pick that.
We're
guy back
used
up
to
again.
kicking birds' nests off of ledges.
We do a lot of that. That's true.
Alright, I
Jesus.
think we're good.
Well, weird. That's pretty fucking weird.
Alright, well. Rewarded Fool says, this is how he can tell Sean is a cat person. I know what to do with the dog.
Okay.
Can't reach it.
If this is wrong, then I'm gonna be real sad. Oh shit. Can't leave my
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
What a robust dog.
Down. That's one ill-tempered mongrel.
Alright, I'm making the great journey back. This is how this show gets its namesake.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't come a walking, don't come a knocking.
Oh my god, now the dog is going to dive into that car sandwich and still start working that meat, man.
Yeah, he is.
He is gonna get in that car sandwich.
This is like the Tower of Noi, but with dogs.
Maybe we should just stack all the cars. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Bad dog.
Yeah, just put it up real high.
I think you just leave it up, don't you?
Just leave it
I'm
up.
gonna make sure it's as far into the
Leave it
corner
up
as
high.
possible. Because he's a bad dog. And then I'm gonna drop it a bunch. Lift it up and drop it a bunch. What a bad dog. Now, I mean, if this were Police Quest, we'd at least get a ba-na-na, you know, some sort of like. That's the best part about the Quest games. I kind of want to like just literally make a gigantic stack of cars. If that's the solution, then yeah. Then I'm gonna be like one of those grumpy Yelp reviewers and be like, well, that's when the game lost a star.
Hey! Anyways,
Nice
dog's dead.
forks. Where'd you find them?
Right next to the knives and spoons.
Well, that's it. Wait outside for a minute and I'll finish her up. I'm working on a surprise.
I hate surprises.
All right, here she comes.
It's gonna be a hover bike.
Am I cool or what?
You're amazing. I should crash that thing every day. So what's the surprise?
Oh, just your average everyday pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster.
You're serious?
Yes.
But only the vultures.
I have my connections. Now, are you gonna try this thing out or not?
I love how they're both so squinty-eyed.
Yeah.
I wish I had some way of paying you back.
Just beat it, will ya? You're scaring away my regular customers.
Bye, Mo.
Send me a postcard from the ambush.
Oh, so cool.
You're gonna be late for the ambush. With the ambush, I mean, didn't it already happen?
I mean,
Sean.
that's very good.
Bite, fight, bite, fight.
All right, I'm ready. I got my left clicks. I got my left clicks.
All right, look lively. He's a sneaky one. This time he ain't getting past us.
Stealth mission.
Keep looking.
Oh my fucking god, dude! You know what? You know what Zelda has in it? You know what Breath of the Wild has in it? a stealth mission with an escort mission. The same, like, stealth escort mission.
A stealth court.
Which
stealth
one's
court.
that? Which one's that?
You're climbing up the,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I've
does have
already
that.
said my
Have you
goodbyes.
done the Gerudo hideout stealth mission?
Yeah, that one fucking sucks.
You hate that one.
Although, you know what it is,
The other
dude?
way.
You know what? They don't tell you, but you can figure it out if you're smart, is that the guys eat the bananas.
Right.
You throw the bananas and they...
Yes.
Yeah.
But it only kind like it will go and eat bananas, but they still saw me a lot.
Yeah.
They were not so distracted by the bananas that they didn't like see me then when I tried to get past them.
You hear that? He's back at the gas tower. He's got a lot of nerve, that piece of trash. Let's get him. All units follow
Let's
me.
get him.
All right, I figured it out. I'm amazing.
You are amazing. I'm not sure what you just did.
You set up the gas tower alarm?
They were blocking the way, and I was like, what the hell could possibly let me get past?
Oh, that's clever.
Ben, how'd you get behind us?
Where are the suits?
Corley's making a pit stop. He has a bladder the size of a thimble, man.
Ripburger?
Haven't seen him in a while. Ben, man, what's the deal? Did you find something up the road? Are we headed for trouble?
No. We're in it.
Damn.
I had in a basket 'cause I'd had a tank full. When she blew my gasket, I surely was thankful. Till I head for the skies up above. It's a woman with wheels that I love.
He is working that fly hard, man.
He really
God.
is.
I gotcha. Now, do something incriminating, like ambush somebody. Aha, the plot thickens.
Holy shit!
Damn.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
What a psycho.
Gotcha. Hey, look what I found in the bushes. What is that?
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
It's got a camera.
It.
I'll get her. No. Nestor will take care of her.
Nestor.
Important engagement with the rest of the Corley family. Right. But don't forget to destroy that camera. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
then, Malcolm. How about one for the road?
What does
Corley?
that mean?
Corley.
Ben. I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for natural causes. Just like him to hit a man when his fly's down.
Damn.
Your fly was still down?
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot of time
Ripburger
there.
did this to you.
Yeah, he knew
He
I
has
was
to
dying,
stitch it back
and he knew
together.
that my will would put him out of a job. He wants to take over Corley Motors, Ben. Sell it off to foreigners, lay off workers, start making minivans. You understand me? Minivans. Oh. You gotta hurt him for me, Ben. Promise me you'll hurt him bad.
Oh my god.
I promise.
Why?
I want my daughter to take over the company.
You have a daughter?
Yeah, and she's a real mechanical genius, Ben. We built her first carburetor when she was 4. I used to call her the diaper dynamo. Find my daughter, Ben. Find Maureen.
Wah, 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 wah.
We drive right back there, and we're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, no.
It's on, Toaster.
Ripburger's way ahead of me. I just hope Maureen can handle herself until I get there.
Gun, I understand. Why'd he bring a camera? Who does this guy work for? Corley Motors.
Nestor, what's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rip, but I think that pile is Bolus.
Yes, now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack,
Nestor.
but I don't see the limo.
Nestor.
Maybe I beat them.
Maybe I beat him.
On second thought, maybe I didn't.
Debris.
Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed-up camera. Back's open. No film inside. Mo said she didn't have a camera. Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch. She said she went there whenever she needed to get away for a while. That's pretty much my only lead right now.
Alright, very nice. Let's go ahead and
Seems like a
Looks
pretty
like
good
someone
lead.
searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for...
I'm going up.
It's weird that it told you that lead. I feel like in most... Do you think it did that in the original game?
I was wondering the exact same thing. I was like, are you just trying to pull a fast one on me?
That's interesting. My guess would have been that they wouldn't make that big a change. But especially because, like, what's the alternative? I mean,
I don't know.
It's not a map screen. Like, that's the only place that you can go. That's the next.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Alright, so what's going on here? What is this? What do you think this is?
This sucker's mine.
Is it? Is that literally like our... I don't know what he's trying to convey.
Hey, killer.
What?
Hey, it's cool. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Haven't you been watching the news?
Once again, our top story tonight, Malcolm Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest stop just outside the town of Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch and CEO was viciously beaten about the head and neck, savagely and without mercy.
Oh,
Police
no.
have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecats.
No.
With the exception of their leader, who is still at large. Roadblocks have been set up along Highway 9 in an effort to apprehend this dangerous and violent criminal.
We've been set up.
Roadblocks suck.
I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
What? Your secret is safe with me? What does that even mean? It's on the news.
He doesn't look happy. I can do that.
Not gonna happen.
Let me show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
Let me show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
Seem to have a lot of time on your hands. Not to mention nicks and scratches. Am I distracting you?
Yeah, that face, man.
That's your truck out front. I need a ride.
I look like a cabbie to you? Get lost. They're not letting anyone through that roadblock anyway.
Not even truckers?
They turned me around, said police business only. Pigs.
Can we make it look like a police truck?
Not gonna happen.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
Probably, yeah.
No, because I don't like you.
I just killed a guy.
I'm just about to.
I don't think that's good for the table.
Pretty good.
Hey, Quahog.
Yeah, Emmett?
I'm gonna be knifing up your table for a while, alright?
The customer with the knife is always right.
Oh,
I'm
dialogue.
talking to you. Friendly folks you get in here.
Emmett's not what you'd call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quahog.
All right, so then I think we gotta paint this. I'm gonna kick it, of course. It's a critical maneuver.
Look, I really need a ride.
Look.
I love that it's like a tiny little animation on the bottom of the screen.
Awesome.
It literally does not let us go anywhere but this way. So I assume that that's where her thing is. Now, if this were a real adventure game, we would literally have to continue asking until he was like, alright, fine. Don't get off the bike.
Oh shit, it's a roadblock.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast.
Yeah, so, I mean, we have this lead, but I don't know how to get out of there. We're 33% done.
Holy shit.
What a game.
Wait, we're 33% done?
Allegedly.
That's... what?
That's wild.
Alright, so I feel like it's the only place that we appear to be able to go is to Knife Man Place.
Yeah, it seems like there's something there that we haven't done yet.
It's gotta be the truck. It's gotta be the truck.
Does it have wheels?
Look, I really need a ride.
Yeah.
Alright, what's interactable here? Okay, it is actually only just those things, but maybe there's something behind the...
Can you pick the lock on the truck?
Maybe,
with your lockpick?
Over here!
Oh, shit! Psst. Is that reporter girl?
Ben, no time to talk.
You know, it stank in there, but I can't remember a better sleep.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures?
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have any pictures?
Well, I tracked the guy to Melonweed, but I'm not going near the place. They'd kill me. Get my editor. He's gotta get me out of this. Take one of these fake IDs to get through the roadblocks. My career is riding on those pictures. Help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't worry.
That voice.
If Miranda's thug is the same one that trashed Moe's place, that could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Rip Burger. Alright, so, I mean, I guess / I allege that I just get on my motorcycle and I just go.
But past the roadblock?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, so we gotta just loop. No. Get on your bike. Get on your bike. Get on the bike and then go. Go to the great yellow yonder. Alright. Oh gosh. This is the mostly motorcycling segment, right? This is where we just mostly...
Yeah.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast.
You gotta get a plan. Get a plan, man.
I guess I go to the Knife Man and I try to convince him to help us do it, is what I think. I claim it. I claim it well. Oh my god! My body's like, you gotta stop exercising and sleep for the rest of your life.
My body is a wonderland. The Wonder Man.
Alright, so let me show this ID to this guy. Okay, I got an ID, so let me get out.
I need to get to this place, Uncle Pete's Mink Ranch.
I need to go in that direction too, but the pigs are running the sty tonight.
How poetic.
Can you give him the fake ID?
Let me show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
Cut his fingers off.
Talking to you.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the knife.
Cut his hand off
He's
and
got a
use it
knife.
to drive the truck.
He's got a knife.
Alright, we haven't talked to the bartender yet. Maybe he's got something.
Look, let me tell you what happened.
I told you I don't want to get involved.
What the hell? There's nothing left to interact with.
What the hell?
Here's Mo's
my
picture
God.
of her. She said that's pretty.
Wait. Oh, this is the fake ID. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, give the fake ID to the boy.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Give it to the
Oh my
man.
god, I'm so dumb. Okay.
Give it to the fella.
Here.
Good job.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator ID. Could be of some use at one of those roadblocks. So how about a
Type
ride?
through it.
What if they search the back and find my bike?
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that crap. Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
The
Jesus.
engine compartment?
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more than you. So
Yeah.
stuff your carcass in there quick and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
Hope you're better with a stick shift than you are with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big
Alright.
engine
Great.
compartment.
Yeah, holy
Smells
shit.
like he's got a fuel leak. I love engine fires.
Is it?
Now we wait.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point.
I'm with the feds, chump. Check it out.
Huh? What's this about?
Undercover agricultural sting operation.
What's in the back?
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Hope you rubes get your man.
Amazing.
Let me stop moving.
Where did you just come out of?
Yeah, I thought you were in the front there.
I don't.
Problem with your truck?
Loose hose, nothing big. I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
Wait, how did he just double cross us? I don't understand.
I bet you he took our engine or something.
Uh-oh. He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
Is this
That
going to be the
trucker's
game
gonna
of
die for what he
you
did.
never having your bike work?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's a linear game with bike breakdowns. I think that's what it is. It's a linear story that involves your bike breaking down.
It's a motorcycle maintenance game.
This is
Yeah.
Really, that's really interesting because then in this way you only ever have to think of problems with a bicycle. That's their sort of design principle. Like everything in Mario is derived from the fact that he's a plumber, and in this game everything is broken in the form of a bicycle.
Great.
Motorcycle. Motor bicycle.
Yeah.
A motorized
Hair.
bicycle. It's got
Looks
two
like
wheels.
a meat pelt.
It's not a unicycle.
I'm not into furs. I couldn't break that lock.
Alright, what if I kick it though, huh?
I don't
Means
have
too much to
anything.
you?
No.
Oh gosh, it's
Did we-
11:50 or it's 8:53. 11:53.
Yeah, it's not 11:53.
I don't
Did
know
we
what to
lose
say.
the lockpicks?
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Did we use that for something? I don't remember that.
Sean, you play video games, don't you know that lockpicks are one use only?
That's true.
Unless you play Fallout 3, in which case it's like 5 attempts per opening of one thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or Skyrim.
You like
Yeah, Skyrim.
Yeah. Oh my god, when the lockpick breaks, God, it just hurts my
Oh
bones.
god, I hate it so much.
So I gotta say, I think the thing that is like the most significant, like the thing that stands out to me more than anything is the fact that we're 36% done.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
We're actually like a third of the way through, and we're all yawny because we are ancient people. Except for you, Sean. You're on point.
No, it's not true. I've been yawning the whole time.
Have you been? Okay, listen, let's all yawn at the same time. Here we go. That's amazing. Like, we're at the age where we can yawn on command. That's incredible. Like, soon we'll be at the age where we can nosebleed on command.
I thought they did that in Japanime.
Of course. It's flying out. Man, it's for the time that was really high production value, and I feel like because this was what 93, 91.
Was
I think
it?
It was 93. Full Throttle was a 1995. Okay, so
yeah, a little later.
I mean, it was still for MS DOS, right? Like, it's kind of amazing.
No, totally. No. It's a beautiful game. The art style, I think, is really, really good. And, I mean, obviously, like, it has lasted. It has stood the test of time. And it was well rendered. Like, it's just more pixels now. It's just higher resolution. Yeah. And the game, I don't know. I really dig this gameplay. It's a little bit like it's very simple. It's like even simpler than Grim Fandango. But I really like it. I feel like the storytelling is on point and really solid. And it moves. Like it's very nice to not get stuck in ridiculous places.
Yeah. Yes. I agree with
and
that.
I mean, like, the main character is so not annoying. You know, I remember in Thimbleweed Park, like, the clown was really funny for, like, half an hour. And then we were playing as the clown, and we could not interact with the environment unless all that spamming stuff would happen.
That clown was bad news. That was rough. That was really rough.
He was not a good person.
No.
You know, the instant I hit F1 for the first time and saw the pixelated nature of the game, and just still how clean everything is, I feel like there's this, I guess I'd say a lack of appreciation of how hard it is to not be horrible when you're making anything in a game, especially with, like, modern tech. Unity, for instance, has all these really nice features where it has multiple audio channels so you can fade music in and fade it out. There's ways to change scenes so that way you can load in between adjacent scenes in a larger space, or you can close the scene out and run a cinematic and then close that out and bring something else on. But this game has, like, seamless ties of the music, and the audio is well balanced, and the dialogue is well written, and the puzzles are, like, very clean and streamlined for the most part. Like, and I'm just thinking that this is 95. This is playing like a 2018 made game, using one of, like, the adventure game engines. Also, doing a ton of mic wrestling on your end.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
it's Mike and I wrestle.
No, you're literally like
wrestling mics.
Wrestling mics over there. That's fine. It's all good. Yeah, no. I agree. I think that, like, there's a very modern sensibility, but there's also, where does this come in sort of the LucasArts canon? Is this this is one of the later games, obviously 1995. Is it like, is it later than anything else we've played?
Just, it looks like Grim Fandango. I'm looking through here. Okay, so the Curse of Monkey Island was 97.
Right.
Let's see, but like Secret of Monkey Island was 1990. Day of the Tentacle was 93.
Okay.
St. Max Road was 93. Fave Atlantis 92. Grim Fandango 98. The Dig 95. Full Throttle 95.
So I don't want to jinx it. The Dig was also 95. Interesting. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this game has the same production values and design sensibilities as Grim Fandango. Like, here's what I'm imagining in my head is they made Full Throttle, and then they were like, let's do this again, but bigger. And they made Grim Fandango, which is an awesome game and has problems, most of which are related to how big it is.
And it's like a bigness issue for sure.
Right? Like, and I think maybe Full Throttle is like at that, that's the perfect thing where they got the recipe right and they had to keep it scoped down small, which is probably not what they wanted, but is probably the best thing for the game.
Yeah, because I mean, like Grim Fandango, I remember we were raving after week 1, and then week 2 was a little less, and then I think it took us like 4, 5, 6 weeks or something like that to play through it. And it's just like it just slowly lost its charm because it was, I think, frustrating puzzles. And then anytime it would try to have a cheeky joke in there, we'd be like, oh, come on, man, your puzzles are killing us or something. I don't quite remember what the reaction was, but I remember that it was slowly negative over time, and by the end we were just like, it messed up my blade.
Yeah. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah. The weird thing is, if you think back to Grim Fandango, just how, like, what an epic, sprawling adventure that really was. Like, there was definitely 1 or 2 worlds in there that did not need to exist.
I mean, I love the story of Grim Fandango, and I love how it plays out, and it really is kind of epic. But it is like you have to battle through some bullshit puzzles in order to get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You really do.
But I am also, like, one of the things that I like about Grim Fandango is sort of this recognizable, but unique and really sort of unexplored world that it is set in. That's not, there's nothing generic about it. It's using tropes in the same way that other games, other stories use tropes. It's just not using the same tropes. And I feel like this game is doing something very similar. Like, there aren't a lot of games that play with these themes and these tropes sort of as tropey as they are. There's some like weird stuff that's thrown together, and it creates a really interesting, unique world to tell a story in.
God damn.
Tropes
God
on tropes.
Damn.
I gotta say, I like, every one of these old LucasArts all these LARP games, LucasArts adventure games,
LARP,
they're so unique. Every single one of them has such a strong identity, man. And if we want to get back on my favorite high horse, I think it's just like there's a lot of safe bets in media, just as a theme currently. Like, I think I saw something that, like, in 95, the top 10 movies were all original IPs, and then, like, every year for the last, like, 10 years, it's been sequels or remakes.
Yeah.
You know, and I have, on one hand, I have enormous respect for that kind of decision, because before, you know, you had, like, an $8 million budget, so you just made a bunch of $8 million bets, and some of them succeeded, some didn't. But now it's, like, $200 million per bet. So you really kind of got to be thoughtful about how you make intelligent $200 million bets.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested in this trend that has been emerging in mid-sized studios the last like 5-10ish years of just like some really interesting, not super gigantic budget games, but you know, even things like Pillars of Eternity. I'm just like really fascinated how games like that are of that size, or Wasteland 2. I should probably think of something outside of that group of people, because they're all the old Black Isle Studio people who made Fallout, which I love.
Yeah.
But
yeah. No, like, I mean, I think
these
that's
games
true.
have these old sensibilities, but are using modern engines to be able to make that same type of really unique crafted experience much faster and leaner.
And I think it's important to note that as far as Hollywood goes, I don't know that we're making fewer original movies, but they're not the top movies. The top movies are these.
Yeah.
Are all like borrowed or expanded IPs, and I like that's not coincidental. I think those are really popular. There's the marketing potential of them is much greater, And I feel like I don't know, it's really interesting in games that like this middle class of very, very good, well-produced, well-designed, independent games has taken off in the last, 5-10 years and created opportunities that were hard to find previously. It's cool.
Guys, it's really cool. I'm really excited for next week when we play again. I think that we're all in town as well.
Yeah.
I'm in town.
But, I'm trying to remember this one. Oh, yeah. It was David Wolverton, a.k.a. David Farland, who is this... He was a really successful... oh, God, I love talking about this guy. His shit is so good. Okay, so, like, in the... I don't remember the decades that he did this, but earlier in his career, he was the guy who you would give the script to in Hollywood and say, how much money can this make? And he would do a lot of like audience and market analysis and try to hit it like very accurately. And I don't know the percentages, but he was like, we could be pretty damn accurate with movies.
Right.
And
right.
He recalled that he was reading this list of like the top 100 movies of all time, and at the end of this little review of the top 100 movies of all time, the author said, but as you can see, there's just this eclipses so many different genres and styles that it shows that really art is a black box. There's no common theme that runs through all of these. And he looked at that and went, well, no, I can actually think of 3 really strong themes that run through like all of these things. And one of the pieces that he talks about is his sort of theory of resonance, the idea of what aspects of the films would just resonate with the viewing audiences and how to amp that up. And in a way, the best in each of the categories were the most extreme resonant versions of whatever it was. So it was like the most Western movie, or the most gritty, realistic war movie, or the most hilarious, only goofiness-focused comedy. And, to take the Western as an example, that it wasn't merely that it was in the West. All the brightness of the sun and the dirt on the ground played roles in the movie, and you could... all the experiences that they were having were deeply related to being in the West and the stories that were there. It wasn't just like a traditional romance flick, but it was just shot in a Western setting, right? It was all the things were coordinated and resonating. And he sort of took a lot of these theories and was a really successful fantasy author in the 90s. And now does a lot of mentorship for authors, like helped Stephanie Meyer with Twilight, helped... what the hell is his name? Who wrote The Maze Runner?
Maze Runner guy.
Maze Man.
Maze Man, yeah.
No, oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy if I can't remember his name. The Maze Runner.
It's
James Dashner. That's right. Yeah, he's just done tons of like writing mentorship, talking about how to do this, and it just makes me think about, when we're playing these games where, like Grim Fandango, part of the reason it's so identifiable is that it commits hard to a really strong identity and really focuses on that, like with no holds barred. It doesn't try to like tone stuff back, or even like in Full Throttle, like everything is this like ultra macho biker theme. The music, the transitions, the setting, the problems that we're trying to solve, the voice acting, the art style, the color palettes all contribute to the same thing, and it's really striking in that way. I think that's tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like some of it to me, like some of that genre stuff is a little bit weird because I think it gets defined by the hit media in the genre. Like the most Western thing is the thing that is in the biggest Western movie. Like that helps to define it.
Yeah.
But some of that the interconnectedness. I mean, I think that like I always find that a sense of intentionality is really compelling. And I think there's something about that idea of resonance and interconnectedness that like the fact that this is a Western plays into all of the elements of it, and all of those elements reflect back on sort of the larger thing. Like that, to me, is always a compelling thing if you can do it.
I wonder though about if that gets monotonous, you know what I mean? And how, you know, like if we're playing this game that's all macho bike stuff all the time, the question then is like, if it's working, how are they breaking that up? How is that not just monotony? Because so I've been watching Ash versus Evil Dead, which is pretty good and entertaining, but you can't watch a lot of it at a time because it is just the same thing over and over. Like, it's incredibly monotone, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
I mean, I think it'll be something to watch for to make sure that, like, because I mean, if it is repetitive, then it's not succeeding, you know.
Right.
Or if it is repetitive, it's not succeeding. Yeah.
Right.
I'm warning you, LucasArts from 1995.
Our eyes are.
Yeah, come on.
Why I eyes you?
All right, well, it's 9:10, so I'm going to close out. Gentlemen, do you have anything else you want to add to the conversation before we just all go to bed, because we're just ancient people now?
No, that's where we are. This was fun, guys. We haven't all been together in a little bit.
Yeah, we should do these shows a lot. We should do more shows.
We should do shows. Like, I don't know, like maybe once a week.
We should do a show. Let's do this once a week.
All right. Also, well, I'm gonna leave. I'm Sean Plott. This is
Dale Grainer.
Yeah, and over here.
And Sean Bouchard.
You have just witnessed the best show on the internet. Take care. We'll see you next Thursday.
John Madden. Here comes another Chinese earthquake.